That's why.
Yo, what the fuck is popping? Yo, it's BxLu and Dawg, Ice Baby.
You just pulled in the podcast without an impromptu.
Oh
again.
shit! Let me sit down. Ooh, that's cold.
She's talking about a seat, y'all.
I want to talk about cocaine.
You know, we could've just
He's the
started
only
talking
dude
about
on the
cocaine.
table talking about cocaine. We're not doing no lines or anything.
Man, I ain't no lines
My
over
nigga,
here.
why is cocaine so popular?
I don't know,
Why
because
people
today I
like
watched the
cocaine so
show,
much?
and the girl said that her friend sniffs coke to stay skinny.
Oh yeah, that was
She
wild.
sniffs coke as a
It
remedy.
builds your metabolism. Like most drugs that out with your metabolism. Like weed does that with your metabolism. That shit goes
But
ridiculous.
I was just thinking, like, maybe it just didn't give you an appetite. Because you know how, like, certain drugs are like that.
I just know that
No, I
cocaine
think it-
users are very active. They move a lot.
No,
around a
cocaine
lot.
builds your appetite. Well, for most people. I
But
mean,
not
I
like-
know some people that just don't. Like it's different for everybody, but
It's just kind of, you know,
They're not
like,
they're not meth heads. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, there's crackhead for a reason, right? Crackheads is usually skinny.
yeah, but they eat mad munchies.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. The metabolism is crazy.
Them niggas could
You ever
pick
seen
up-
a fat crackhead? I've never seen a fat crackhead.
I have.
Really?
BX Baby.
Did they just start smoke? Did they just start doing the
Nah,
lines?
they just Nigga just, I guess he do both because he do crack and he smoke weed.
All right, so let's
he
say
balances that shit out.
let's say
yeah.
as if there's an average. Like I've never seen a fat. How many fat crackheads have you seen?
Nah,
You
probably
talking about
one.
in the hood? Because I don't know
Probably
about
one.
here.
Well, that's different because that's they're not doing crack. They're doing cocaine. So that's when you.
No,
when-
not out here. They do ice.
Yeah, when you do,
Damn.
when you have money, you could be a fat cokehead because you do cocaine and then that. I'm talking about crack.
Crack is cheap.
Yeah, I'm talking about the shit.
That's what
that,
I heard.
I'm talking about the shit that the chemist.
Whitney, may you rest in
May
peace.
you rest in peace.
I'm talking about
Allegedly.
the shit that the chemist put together so that you feel like you always
Oh, no,
on the
son.
move. Yeah, I've always seen like.
I say that with the energy drinks. They put cocaine in that.
Yeah.
What, like Red Bull
Yeah.
and Monster?
Well, back in
Yeah,
the day,
that
that's
shit-
how those things started.
Jesus Christ, like that shit really gets you going. Like
Back in the day, that's
You
how
know, for a person who
they
doesn't-
created that shit.
Yo,
for a
I
person who
can't.
doesn't do drugs and is not used to that much, like
So then what happens when you mix that shit with Hennessy? Like, people do
oh
that.
nigga,
Like, you
it just
know,
keeps
like,
you up.
They mix the liquor with the freaking Red Bull in the clubs.
I
like the
used to,
bars.
that's how I got my first start of illness. Like I used to start in the morning on my birthday.
No.
I used to have the Hulk in the morning, and I would be on that all day.
Red Bull?
Red Bull and was that
Monster.
what's that shit that make it into Hulk? What's the two drinks you put
Oh,
together?
no,
Hen-
Hennessy and Hypnotic.
Hypnotic.
Hypnotic, but then I used to drink it with Red Bull too.
Oh, you wildin'.
And I would be there all the way through till midnight. And I'd be like the Energizer bar. I'd be like, yo, nigga, we gotta go.
Oh, hell
some
no. Nah, son.
and you'd be like, yo, calm down, nigga. Like, calm down. Just but I was.
But it wasn't no crash? There was no crash and burn?
Nah. I never got to the crack. I just got I just got hyper and more hyper and more hyper and more
Oh,
hyper.
nah, that's scary.
So
Nah.
yeah, so that even when I used to go to I realized that shit wasn't good for me because then when I used to go to the doctor, like, yo, you got your heartbeat. It's crazy.
Nigga. Yeah.
Like they put you on that EKG,
that furthermore proves my point. There's cocaine in them shits.
EKG or whatever, and you're like, oh,
And you would think, that would be regulated because, so many people are addicted to that shit.
Didn't they come out with one that used to be called cocaine?
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
Google that, because I think
I
that
don't know.
happened.
I
There
don't
was
know
an
about
energy drink called cocaine, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not drinking that cocaine. I'm
Neither
good.
am I. Well, you drink Coca-Cola.
Yeah,
Listen,
that was.
I'd rather drink something that I don't know that Coke is in it than knowing that Coke is in it. Okay?
Well, Coca-Cola had cocaine in it too.
That's what they say back in the days.
No, it did for real. They did the research on
Yeah,
that shit.
that's what
That shit really had cocaine. That's why they called it Coke.
Do you know that the recipe to make Coca-Cola is in a vault?
Take some cocaine.
The
Yeah,
recipe.
nigga, just put some
Yeah,
cocaine.
the recipe to make Coca-Cola
It's the same as
soda
Pepsi, but they just put
is
cocaine.
in a vault.
Yeah, they put it in the vault because that shit probably has a percentage of cocaine in
Who
it.
knows? Who fucking knows, man?
Who owns it?
Whoever owns Coca-Cola, I don't know.
The scientists gotta own that, no?
I don't know. But only certain people know how to make it.
It's just crazy that
And
you.
You're under
you
oath.
imagine son, you get
You're
fired?
under oath
Niggas
and
put
you
a
can't
bullet
talk
in your
about
head
it.
for that. That's some secret
Somebody
society
tried to
shit.
sell the recipe and they got arrested.
How you get arrested for selling a recipe?
Because you can't do that. It's not your recipe.
Well,
You can't do it.
Who has the
what it
recipe
is.
for that Popeye's chicken?
I
We
don't
back
know,
to that
man.
shit?
I'm just
we
saying,
drove
we
by
talk-
today, and
we
there was
talking
only
about-
2 people on
There's
the
only 2
line.
people on the line.
It's Sunday.
Yeah, but
It's
so?
it's the Lord's Day.
That's what Chick-fil-A say.
Is that when we need to go to White Castle on the Lord's Day?
I was gonna say that. I think it was.
I was
think-
thinking about
I think
that.
But we gotta go during the hours of church.
Oh,
Now when
Yeah.
church comes off,
Like 7:30 to like...
damn.
it
10:30.
gotta be a morning run
Yeah.
because when they in church, by the time they come out, they got the munchies.
That's true. I was just thinking about that. I'm like, damn, I was
Yeah,
thinking
go to
maybe,
church gives you the
maybe we'll go
munchies?
after the
That's
New
fucked
Year,
up.
after the whole rush.
Yeah, because
and
you know,
everything. They got security out there.
sometimes
regulating.
the churches be going long. If it's not a Catholic church,
Yeah, them Pentecostals, the
Dude.
Baptists.
you be
They want to
ready.
sing extra
To
songs.
3 to 5.
And then they put you through a workout because they up and down, stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down, kneel. You're like, yo,
Lord, forgive him. He don't know what he does.
That's true.
It's like
That's true.
what was that?
It's
What,
a whole event.
aerobic classes? Because you gotta put your hands and
The
shake
Zumba.
it. The Zumba shit. You gotta put your hands and shake it. And then you see people go in the aisle when it's too much. They go in the aisle and they just let it loose.
I'm glad you brought that up. Have you guys seen the video of the people in the church that they be body slamming them into the chairs and all that shit?
What, the Holy Ghost you talking about?
Nah, the pastor.
They got some crazy pastors nowadays.
It's not in this country. I think it's in Africa.
It's
somewhere.
all in Africa.
And
It's all in Africa. Africa.
he said, yo, to fix her, I gotta throw her through the table.
Yeah, it's all in Africa.
I was like, hold up. What?
I think I read about that. It's all in Africa. because-
No, the niggas be doing the out of nowhere. You know the wrestler,
Yeah.
Randy Orton?
He said Randy Orton.
Nika, the pastor be doing
Yeah.
that shit to the parishioners like, boom, I got you. He suplexed the bitch through the chair.
The worst one
I
I
swear
seen.
to God, y'all laughing at me.
The worst one I seen is the pastor who he made a pool in the church, right?
I
And
think I heard this one.
and
He waterboarding niggas? Like,
nah, he charging like 10 G's to be blessed because he blessed the water, the pool water, and for you to take a dip, there's like 10 G's and it will cleanse you.
oh, like the
You will-
water, like the River Jordan? Like,
Yeah, you will be refreshed, renewed from coming out of the water.
What, they using Flint water? Like, fuck out of here. Like, you gonna
And
come
I'm
out of here
like-
with some new shit.
And then it was
Oh shit.
and then it was crazy. It was like they showed another African priest or pastor, I don't know, and he came out and he was doing MTV Cribs, like it was like MTV Cribs. He come down to his house talking about how the Lord has blessed him, and my man is showing all kinds of stuff. Right, his house is like a man. It is a mansion. He's
all immaculate.
he got a plane. But then when he showed the Bugatti, right? I'm like, that's a nice Bugatti. My man had a Bugatti, and it was solar powered. But not solar powered like you look at it and you're like, oh, this shit is solar powered. Look at that crazy. This shit, when you have, he's like, look, this shit is solar powered. He's like, oh, really? How is that possible? And then he tell the camera to zoom in. And when you zoom in on the paint, you could see the wiring inside of whatever they use. But you got to zoom in real close to see it. And it absorbs the sunlight. And that's how his Bugatti drives. And then the man had like 10 or 15 vehicles. All like 2020.
Nah,
Well,
son.
2019,
And this
I
is
think.
like
And then
MTV
the Lord, what? Nah.
But not that's not just Africa and those third world countries. I mean, America is worse. Like, look at Joel Osteen and all these other dudes talking about the Lord has told me to tell you to give me I need a plane, a private jet to take me to go preach His word and stuff like that.
Talking
Like,
about Joel Osteen, Kanye is in cahoots with him now, and he was actually on the Joel
Listen,
Osteen service today.
once Kanye started doing that stuff, I realized exactly what he was doing, and I was like, I'm not part of that. Because he always used to say that the taxes that he was getting was killing him, and he was trying to find people to help him with money and situations, and he's a hustler.
Yeah.
So then once I started seeing like he was like I used the church used me to find the Lord, the Lord helped me with my taxes. I'm like, this fool right now is doing what every pastor has done. He's conning the people into thinking he's some kind of, and then he says, before he was even into the church, he says outlandish things. Now that he's part of trying to be that philosophical preacher,
He trying to be Mace.
he's saying worse things than Mace. People remember when Mace went to church and Mace was still rapping as Murder Mace.
Yup.
I mean, at least Kanye is preaching and doing like the gospel stuff, but he's getting people for their money.
You know who's my favorite Reverend? Reverend X. You know who that is?
No, I never heard of
the one from
Reverend
Los
X.
Angeles.
I don't know where he's from.
He the
But
one that
he's-
carry. He's the one that carried the pistol around.
I don't know. But it's this guy. You ever seen this guy?
Oh,
You guys can't see him, but
oh my God.
my man looked like he been around.
He's my favorite.
He look like a certified crackhead. Is this man a crackhead?
Now I'm not gonna talk bad about him because I don't know nothing about
I don't
Reverend
know.
X.
Reverend X, yeah.
Yo,
he's
if y'all follow Reverend X and you know he's a good man to son, please forgive us.
I don't know.
I don't know him.
I don't
but
know.
Reverend X look like he's been through something. But you know what? I respect that because if you haven't been through something, you can't be my pastor.
Have you heard the things this man has said?
No, I haven't. What has he said? Let me hear this.
Okay.
Cut that bitch off.
Oh, forget what I said. That Reverend is out of control. That not a Reverend. I don't know what that is. I don't know who he is.
His name is Reverend X. He's the ghetto fucking pastor.
Why do people... This is how he starts?
Yeah, nigga.
What the
Bring that closer so the people can hear you.
One man show.
Why does it sound like a porno? Oh no. You see...
I'm the motherfucker.
Oh, turn that off. Turn that off.
Seriously, you looking for a Christ man, the one who anointed with the Lord, with the Spirit of the Lord, to do His will. I'm that nigga.
Turn that off.
What?
Turn that
My
off.
world. And every motherfucking thing in it.
This is the pastor?
Including your asshole too.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh, what is he doing?
I dance for you. I fight for you. Come on, man. Go to court and see what.
There's people following this
They're
man?
gonna have to set all people free because they've been
This
dealing treacherously with my
What?
niggas, huh? Think they're gonna have to? They wouldn't do that, huh? Everybody know Whitey's greater than God, huh?
There's a lot of crazy people in this world, man. It just proves it.
And you know, they try to trip a nigga up like me, you know, because I ain't following Whitey's rules.
You know what? That's cut. I'm cutting it off.
Yeah.
Yo, he's twerking. Look, he's twerking.
Nah, sir.
What
nah.
the fuck did I just watch?
Yo, Reverend X, we don't own none of that shit.
That was pure. That was not promotional. That
Man,
was just.
he said, man, cut that bitch off.
How are
That
people
was somebody
following?
calling the line.
How are people
He was
following?
calling for prayer. He said, cut that bitch off.
I don't understand though. Like
Listen.
5 seconds of listening to this dude, I can tell this dude's phony and not a real preacher.
Listen, Cleo was phony too, but they was calling her. Coming now.
Yes, they were. Yes, they were.
There's a
Cleo
lot.
was phony as fuck.
My
They was
thing
still-
is, once I start seeing the pastor, I understand pastors need to live. You could have a nice house or whatever, but when you have a 22 bedroom, you know,
Yeah.
like, why are you living so lavishly? God never lived that lavish.
Yep.
He meets, and you know what's bad about living, even just somewhere that's not a pastor or whatever, living beyond your means, and to a point where you're not helping others. It's like, even me, like when I see some things, I'm like, damn, I'm overdoing it.
Yeah.
I'm going a little extra.
Yeah.
And it takes from your soul when you go a little extra because you feel like, man, I could be using this to help somebody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm always trying to see if I could bring another person up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like these pastors, like,
Chilling.
there's so many people suffering. There's so many
I stopped.
black communities suffering. Forget the basketball, the football, whatever. These pastors could reach out to across the aisle and help these black neighborhoods.
Yeah.
They keep waiting for the government to do the government ain't never gonna do the right thing.
Nope. Nope.
Not for the poor neighborhoods, and it's not just black neighborhoods. Not for the poor neighborhoods. Like Flint's still fighting for water.
They ain't got no water.
Nah, man. There was a guy that actually
that's
came
crazy.
out there with some type of. He had some type of machine, or he generated something, and he made it to make the water, clean. And somebody vandalized it.
Yeah, Will Smith's son did that too. He has a system that he gives to all the churches.
Yeah.
And it takes water, whatever kind of water, and it cleans it.
Yeah, he did
and
something.
He
made something up, and somebody vandalized it.
He's been pushing it. Like a lot of the things.
Fucked up, man.
And that's one of the things about the young rappers that I like. Like, people are like, oh, Will Smith's son is crazy, whatever. But the generosity of that kid and how smart he is in doing things, it's crazy because on one hand, you see a young man that needs, like, a little bit of governing. He had maybe too much freedom.
Yeah.
But he's a very intelligent person. He's very street smart and
he's thinking ahead.
And he's savvy. And we don't have that in the old rappers. Where the old rappers would make jokes to the new rappers. But these new rappers are very business. In 1 year, they're making more money.
Yeah.
And it's not just the opportunity. Because, yes, there's more opportunity now, but...
You could do shit on your own.
You could do a lot on your own
It's
that
different.
these rappers never did before. They fell into follow the engine, follow the industry. This is how the industry wants you to do it. The trends.
Yep.
And these young rappers are like, nah, son, I'm going to go and I'm going to sell my stuff on Target. I'm going to be out here doing this. They're taking that hustle and ambition to a whole different...
Yeah, their gangster is different.
Yeah, their gangster is like, I'm going to make that money.
I'm making that money.
I'm going to make that
the
bread.
right way.
Because I don't know how long I'm going to last. And it's true.
And look at Yachty, though. Yachty already in trouble. He ain't got no money. I think he got to file bankruptcy or some shit.
Yeah, well, that's the...
Little Yachty.
Oh,
yeah. But that's the one thing that all these generations of rappers have never learned. Is how to hold on to their money.
Management.
Niggas selling them.
Yeah, they don't know.
Spending all this stupid money on this jewelry and shit.
But it's the same thing when you try to teach your son or your daughter or whatever. You have that knowledge and you want to pass it on. But what do they look at you as? Oh, the old man or the old fart that's a hater that thinks he knows everything because he's been through it or whatever. Like, yes, experience is one thing that all the books in the world can't teach you.
Yep.
Yeah, man,
That's
for
true.
sure.
You could have all the college degrees or whatever. You ain't been through nothing. All those, thoughts and stuff don't help you. Like,
that shit out the
all those
window.
theories that people be coming up with, like, nah, that's just
Basura,
theory.
trash. Yeah.
That's why history books is always wrong.
Yep.
Because if you talk to someone who's been through World War I, World War II, and then you read the books that we taught in school, they'll tell you all that shit is bullshit.
It's bullshit.
That's what they want you to
It's all
understand.
bullshit.
So
that's what my pop says, and I believe everything he
yeah,
says.
if they've been through it, they'll tell you it's all bullshit because they lived it. Because even now that I've lived a couple of things and you've seen how they try to tell you it was back then, like, nah, that's not how it was. That's not why it was.
Niggas is manipulating shit.
Manipulating whatever the story is to kind of take you to another level. This is the Hood News Media Education Podcast.
Word. It's the truth, though. And some of these young kids don't know. They just listen.
So we started off with coke. We tell you stay off the coke. And now we're feeding your mind crack.
This is what you get listening to Hood News Media. A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
You get everything. You get
What's that? The New York Minute.
The whole shebang.
The whole New York Minute.
Word.
And it's like even now, like they try to make it like, oh, weed is now we're gonna legalize it. But why?
It was already.
Why did you do that for years?
Because they couldn't make no money off of it.
And people, and what's hard about it is these old folks that are still, they've made their minds hate certain things that you like. You can't even tell them that weed is good.
Well, here in the States, it's starting to tip over. It's starting to tip over to the gay side instead of the day.
Because now everybody don't care no more. It's like, it's all about having a good time. Again, it's going back to that. Like in the hippie era, these millennials,
I thank God I wasn't born.
They're going
I
that
wasn't
way.
Like,
I think
that's
the one.
I would have been high to fly. I would have killed myself.
That's that one era. I would say that I don't know how strong I would.
Yeah,
as strong as I am right now, I probably would have been a crackhead.
Yeah, I probably would have been a crackhead.
I say that too.
Yeah. I thank God I wasn't born in that era.
If I was born like in the 50s.
I mean, I'm a 70s baby, but
Yeah, we came right at the end.
We came right at the end, right when the Bronx was burning. That's
my mother was.
Thank Thank you, Lord.
My
Thank
mother was
you,
drunk when she gave
God.
birth to me.
Thank
Oh
you
my
for the
God.
thank you for the
Go
blessing
figure,
of
right?
bringing me at the end.
Damn.
That was the end. My mother was drunk when she gave birth to me.
That was the end, son.
That's the end right there.
Yeah.
Because I'm nothing like
And
that.
then we came right into the perfect era, 80s and 90s.
Damn.
Woof.
That shit was.
When Reagan was letting all that coke in.
Yup. And making it crack. He made it crack.
Now,
Crack is whack. Crack is whack.
it goes to show, right?
Get the fuck
The
out of here,
gov-
nigga. You bringing it in.
The government controls a lot of
You know who I felt sorry for?
everything that's going
You know
on.
who I felt sorry for? His wife.
Who,
Why?
Reagan's wife? Nancy Reagan?
She looked-
he
she
was
was
on
always
coke,
happy.
nigga.
Who was on coke?
Reagan was on coke.
Yo, allegedly, man. I don't know what was going on in the White
Yo,
House.
don't let the government run up in my house, man. What the hell's wrong with you? We don't need that smoke. Like you smoking that shit right now, but we don't need that kind of
We
smoke.
don't need that type of smoke.
We see the helicopter flying over us 24/7. I don't need that kind of smoke.
Okay, I take it back.
You stupid.
I feel sorry for her, son.
Why you feel sorry for her?
She the one that had to go get faced in the schools. Like, this is whack. This is trash. Meanwhile, she go home and that nigga, how was it? You know?
Damn, man. That's
Allegedly,
crazy.
I don't know. White people, whatever.
I
say what I want to say.
I
man.
think
Fuck
right
that.
now everything is always about population control.
Whatever.
I think crack back in the day was population control. I think now what they're doing for population control is the food source. Everything now is we're treating our food like China, so everything is not real.
I'll tell you.
I have a question for you, Kendall. When you came from the motherland country, from your motherland country,
From the motherland.
to the Americas,
To the Americas.
when you
I
landed
remember
in
it
the
like it was
Bronx-
yesterday.
Yes, when you came to the Bronx, was the Bronx filled
And got
with
robbed.
graffiti and
You
with
got
like
robbed?
abandoned buildings?
Yeah, I got
and
robbed
all
right
that?
on Soundview. I got robbed from my fucking. It was a feline jacket. Nigga
Oh,
robbed me
nah,
from a
you-
feline jacket.
Yeah, you should never been around there with that. No.
But when you came, was
No,
it
but
like
no.
the crack epidemic and all that, or was it after that? Like, was everything
No.
with graffiti? Was everything?
It was
like
still graffiti,
abandoned
but I kept.
buildings?
1995 is when I dropped.
Nah,
when I
you
went-
all right?
Oh,
you
that
wasn't
was-
there in the
oh,
'80s.
man.
All right,
Nah.
nah. We were rebuilding at that time.
Yeah, I came.
We
in-
started the rebuild, nigga.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out.
I came in
We was-
95
Look,
was-
this is how it went, right? The parents are on drugs and all that shit, giving birth to all these babies and shit, and they fucking caught a conscious. And then, bloop, we were born.
Oh Lord.
And we changed the culture, but guess what? Now we're going back to the fucking hippie era. So we're going backwards now.
Yeah, well, everything is a vicious cycle, and you see it from the time that people talk about like clothing.
These fucking millennials.
Like a lot of the clothing,
They too cool for
a
school.
lot of the clothing that we used
These
to
motherfuckers
we
think
used
they
to wear
cool, son.
is not no more. But guess what? People when I
wearing
when I came in
spandex,
when I
nigga,
came
like
in
the fucking
1995,
80s.
people were making jokes about like, oh, people wearing tight clothes,
Yeah,
right?
son, and niggas is going back
But
to
now, what are they going back
that.
to?
Nigga can't even walk.
They going back to tight
about
clothes.
to start a fight.
And then if you look at it in the 70s, what was going on?
Yeah.
It was the tight clothes.
Yeah.
It
Going
was
backwards.
cycles, the bell bottoms,
The bell bottom.
yeah.
So all of that is coming.
They like wearing our shit. What we used to wear, these new millennials, they love that shit. Everything we used to wear. Not the 70s. They don't wear bell bottoms
Well,
and
you
shit.
know,
They wear the dope shit. I
Because
be looking at them.
that's called vintage.
Like, look at this
Yeah,
shit.
so
This
we're in the
shit-
vintage
Yo,
era.
this shit is dope. This shit is dope. I'm like, nigga, I had that shit in 1985. Nigga.
We're in the vintage era.
85. What? I'm like, nigga, look at this picture, man.
Because even songs, when people like, I start to like study stuff, and I remember like my mom be like, "Oh, you like this song?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Oh, you know who wrote this song?" And I'm be like, "Oh yeah, Old Dirty Bastard." And she would be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? You know, Old Dirty Bastard."
Who the fuck is Old Dirty Bastard?
But Old Dirty Bastard was a student of music.
Yeah, he loved music.
And if you listen to most of his music, it was all he did it before Puffy did it. It was all the stuff from back in the Motown eras and stuff like that. So he loved that
shit.
And now we're getting the same thing
When he went to the Grammys and he jumped in front and he like, "Who's hands for the kids?"
Yeah.
He really meant that shit, my
Yeah.
nigga. He really meant that shit.
Yeah,
That's why he did it. So.
He's one of those educated people that was too educated.
Yeah,
Was
he was
hood.
too smart
He
for
was
his
head.
own
He
good.
was hood educated. You know that dude when you high and he's talking on the block and he's talking to you to death and you be like, "Yeah, man, you right, man, you right." And you were like, "Damn, that dude got mad knowledge. Why is he on the block?"
Yeah, why you on the block like that?
He's
It's just
a
he's all
waste.
fucked up. He
Yeah.
don't know what to do with himself.
Yeah, too much
Too
knowledge.
much information. Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
Anybody who's like, you know, they talk that shit like Pops. He got too much information. That's why he always talking. But he makes sure he only tell you.
I want to smell this shit.
what? Certain things.
Yeah.
The fuck is that?
It's a bug, son.
Big ass bug.
We outside.
Yeah.
We out here on location.
The desert.
This shit flying around.
The camel desert.
Yeah, Pop Duke scares me because he knows too much, but he don't tell you everything.
One of these days, y'all gonna get an interesting podcast
Oh.
where the education.
Listen, man.
Y'all not ready.
Secret
ready.
G.
I don't know if they ready.
That's why we're gonna call him Secret G.
The OG episode.
The original G.I. Joe.
Word,
The
nigga.
original, the
Nigga.
one that taught G.I.
We're gonna
Joe
have y'all
to
niggas
be G.I.
laughing,
Joe.
but everything he telling you is gonna be the fucking truth.
The episode of
It's
the What's
coming.
Going Down episode.
Yeah, nigga.
You're gonna be the spark.
That should be for 2020. That should be the first episode we do.
The spark up episode where you tell everybody, yo, this day, everybody have their blunt ready.
Yeah, because by then,
Yeah, have your blunt ready, and it's going down.
Oh,
and then as soon as you press play, you're like,
Yo,
light
you
it
better
up.
have your battery on full, because
Word.
you're gonna use all the battery.
it's gonna be on. That's gonna be our best podcast. Hey, so you gotta stay there because
Nah.
If you're not there, we can't do it.
Yeah, because you gotta instigate.
You gotta
ask the
instigate,
question.
yeah.
You gotta ask the questions
Yeah.
so he can,
Oh
he
my
can
God.
point him in the right direction.
I don't know if the
Yeah.
hoodie media is ready for that. The audience.
That would be our best episode ever.
So what do you guys think about all of the BS that they trying to do with say about Colin Kaepernick?
I don't even care.
I don't care anymore, but I'm like, yo, y'all need to stop. Like,
I
at
don't
that-
know.
my
He's
thing-
just doing too much.
My thing is, damn, yo.
did you see what they tried to make him sign?
Yeah, but that's everybody.
Nah,
That's him.
no. The one that they tried to make him sign was crazy.
What did it say?
Yo, they wanted him to give up like all kinds of rights just so he could practice, just so he could do the practice for them. And I'm like, okay. They show you the regular contract, and they show you the amendments,
Oh.
Okay.
and you're like, this is crazy. You just made this
And
shit
what was
up.
the why? What was the
I
gist
have it
of
on my
the
phone. I gotta
amendments?
bring it. I got.
No, what was the gist of it?
The gist is they're trying to do some secret shit so they can control the narrative of. So basically they've done practices like this before where they have media blackout, and they just go and this person goes and train.
Okay.
But not to the extent where that person gets no kind of like his team gets no kind of narrative put out there. So if anything happens to him or if anything goes down, that's your ass, Mr. Postman. That's just nothing covers you.
So when do you find out if he gets signed? Like
So
long
my
he
thing
just
is,
dingling
so
around?
forget about him and forget about the NFL. People saying that he doesn't want to get on the team, like Stephen A. saying he doesn't want to play, whatever. So let them niggas prove that shit. If we both playing chess matches, because that's what they both playing, right? The NFL is playing chess, he's playing chess. Everybody's trying to outsmart each other. It's not his fault completely. It's not the NFL fault completely. They both trying to make it where they're winners and there's no one losing in that situation, right? They're both playing each other.
It's stupid.
So at the end of the day, if I'm the NFL and this dude's trying to play me, throw him on a team. Show how ass he is. Show the reason why y'all didn't want to put him
So is
on
anybody
there.
interested in signing him?
Yeah.
So he outsmarted them, right? So he did it where now everybody got to see how I am, whatever, instead of it being in the dark, like, oh, he wasn't that good,
Yep.
whatever.
I
So
understand that,
So
yeah.
he put it in a way that he gets to control that narrative, right?
Okay.
So now they forced, because people are like, no, we seen the dude, he look alright.
Yeah, there was scouts that were like, yo, this motherfucker still got a strong arm.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck he not playing?
Yeah, so he made it where he's controlling that narrative. So now they stuck like, oh shit. They put in, and I don't care.
Who told him to do that, right?
Who?
It was Inside Man. They were talking about that today.
Yeah,
Online.
listen. There's a lot of people. It's not Kaepernick
That was
that's
Jay,
being
son.
super smart. There's a lot of people in the Kaepernick's camp
Jay-Z told him to do that
that's
shit.
controlling.
Because he was desperate.
Yeah, that's
he was gonna
controlling.
sign. He was gonna sign that paperwork.
Yeah.
All right. So now what?
So that's the whole point, right? So now what? Now the ball is in the end of, like he said.
Yeah.
Now he pushes it
Now
on them.
everybody get to see the tape,
Yeah.
not just them.
Okay.
Yeah. So now they gotta.
And
Now
we
they gotta
saw,
show.
I saw some of it,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh shit, this thing got a strong arm."
Okay. So now what? Who's gonna sign him?
No one
Miami
knows.
wants him. It looked like Miami's the team that's really.
And how
really
long is it gonna
interested.
take for them to make that decision?
Next week.
By next week, they're not gonna take that long because they don't want that shit to linger. The
And
NFL
then
has to look
is he
strong.
gonna start this season? Because the season.
Immediately.
They have to.
This shit don't mean no
Once he
sense.
signed
I
that
can't.
paperwork, nigga,
It's not. It's not about sports.
Nah.
It's about.
it's politics.
It's politics.
As soon as he signed, they gonna be like, no, nigga, you're not gonna get your ass on the field.
Yeah.
You said you this good, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Good.
Yeah, pop his ass.
And he's gonna have to
Yes.
prove everybody. If he can't prove nobody wrong and he sucks,
Then the
nigga,
NFL wins.
It's a wrap for
Yeah.
him. I don't want to hear nobody say, well, listen, your man was a bust. That's it.
Yeah.
Damn.
So,
He
but
was-
my
but
problem
the
with
thing is-
Stephen A. though.
No, my thing is, too, I don't think he was as good as everybody think he is. I think the coach, Harbaugh from Michigan, made him that good because of the plays.
Well, we gonna find out.
Well,
And-
you know,
and
he
that's
looks
probably-
good because
that's
he
probably-
picked his own receivers.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like they picked receivers from West Bubble.
Yeah, he didn't want their receivers
Of course
either.
not, because he wants to control that narrative too.
Yeah.
So that's all a manipulated situation.
Yeah,
but once he gets on the field and it's real prime time,
Yeah, he's gotta show
NFL,
out.
then he's gonna have to prove it.
Yeah.
Ooh, child.
So but the NFL still wins, regardless.
Either way, they win.
So
They
people
sign him, yeah. And he does good, yeah.
Yeah.
They sign him, yeah. He don't do good, they still win.
the only way they don't lose, and we see his play was genius. The only way they lose is by not signing him, because they force now. One of y'all niggas sign him. They forced to make it happen.
Sign him for 2
I don't
years.
care as long as it's not my bum ass Giants.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't want
And
him
then
on my fucking
and
team.
then what happens?
You
The
don't want him on
media,
team?
the
Nope.
media, the media.
You like Danny Dimes, huh?
Yes.
You know how Stephen A. is talking about? Oh, he wants a media circus. What does Stephen A. want? He wants a media circus, so he could go there and talk shit. That's what ESPN is paying you to do, to talk shit. What does the NFL want to do? They want a media circus so they can boost up the ratings. People go like, "Oh, I'm not going to watch because he's not setting up for whatever." They're going to freaking watch every game that he plays. It's going to be on ESPN. It's going to be circulated. It's going to be like, this dude's a bum. He made this or whatever.
They
Oh,
gonna
look,
put him
he's
on
a
the field.
star. Well, look, he did this or whatever. They should have been had him. Regardless, this is all about money.
They're gonna put him on the field.
It's
quick.
all about money.
That's
And
guaranteed.
this is
it's like you said, the commissioner gonna be like, yo, sign his motherfucking ass and he's starting next week.
yeah, they gonna
Ain't
dictate.
ain't no time to get ready, nigga. You said you was been ready for 3
You
years.
was born ready,
Yeah.
right?
Get your ass
But that's
in
how
the
they
game.
that's how they got him too.
Damn.
They got him to talk himself up.
Yup, he did.
So
So this
he-
is the first time I heard him talking.
Yeah, they got him to talk himself up, and they sit him back. These is all freaking racist white men sitting back there talking about we're playing this game, and the media belongs to who? Who owns all the news media and news outlets? Come on, man. This is all bullshit. I told you, until I see there's a black owner in the NFL, I'm not with the NFL.
There's gonna be one soon.
I'm not with the NFL. I really think like that's how you crack the code.
They're gonna give Jay-Z a team.
That's how you crack the code.
They wait
Oh,
for one.
Lord. Then they're going to have Beyonce in the fucking halftime.
Dun, 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 dun,
It's gonna be
I
the
can't.
Jets too.
I can't.
It's gonna be the Jets.
I'm surprised that New York doesn't have a black owner.
No, it's gonna be the Jets
This is because they have two teams.
Why the Jets?
because the Giants got too much history and he ain't got that type of money. The Giants are like the New York Yankees. They're worth a lot of money.
Wow.
I don't think they got that type of money.
Unless he, coordinates with Diddy. With
That's
Brother
what I was
Love.
telling. That's what I was telling K-Dog.
Yeah.
Like, yo, if him and Diddy and 50 and all these niggas was to get together, they could buy a team.
Yeah, but what they do is they do
They profiling
they
them.
profile. So they do a background
All them
check.
niggas been to jail.
Yeah, they do a background check and you don't fit the pro.
You freaking krill slinging,
Oh, here we go.
You don't fit the profile, son.
back staircase hold up.
Listen, the way
Sting.
50 the way 50's on the
Back
on,
staircase.
the way 50's on Twitter, they don't want on Instagram, they don't want him on
Yo,
that.
you remember going to the projects and the fucking elevator had piss?
Yeah.
How you got in that shit? Where you stood?
So that's the only time you did ballerina moves.
You be like,
Ballerina
you
moves.
niggas be like this, yo.
I don't have the shirt, but yeah,
Oh.
you take your shirt. But I still do that.
Oh.
I still do that when I go to the men's bathroom in my job or anywhere.
Nigga put on gloves.
Nah, I put that tissue.
I
Open
grab the
door.
tissue, or I kick the door. You know the doors I just swing. I kick that shit, give it a back kick, bang.
I just I spray that shit with bleach, nigga, and open the door. That's what I do. I'm the bleach man, nigga.
Yeah, I even like what's even crazier is like sometimes you have to get the soap So I gotta use the elbow, all kinds of weird shit to just not, because the nastiest things is the things that people touch the most.
Yeah.
So.
Ew.
Yep. It's true.
Nasty.
Like the remote in the hotel, you nasty bastards.
Man, it was one point. I still think we do it most of the times, but we bring our own bed sheet, like our own, like the top, just to sleep on top of that instead of sleeping on the hotel or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
But now that I have my black light, I'm going to every hotel room with my black light. Listen, come here.
Check the lights, ho. Check the lights.
Turn them shits
Where's
off.
your manager? Bring that bitch ass nigga over here.
Oh, they don't know. They the next hotel I go to, they ain't ready for me.
Damn.
I don't even know if I want to do it because I might not go to any hotel.
Oh, in that hotel, yeah. You're gonna have to buy. You're gonna have to buy an RV, my nigga.
I'm about to bring a sleeping bag and put it on top of the bed.
This nigga
Be
stupid.
like, sir, you know we have linens. Yeah, but y'all niggas is nasty.
Word. That's how I do
Dirty.
sometimes.
Dirty.
Yo,
Just
why not?
dirty.
I don't know.
I definitely want to go to the cabin trip though.
Oh,
That'd be
Lord.
dope.
I don't mind going to
all the
cabin,
adults-
but they gotta have toilet.
They do have toilets. They're
Oh.
modern.
Okay, you say that, you don't know.
It's not like back in the days.
Yeah, when they tell you, it's,
Nah.
When we go to
Remember.
Michael Myers cabin.
exactly that's what I'm thinking about, right? But they're like, yo, I gotta use the toilet, and then you're like, yo, make sure you turn the light.
Yeah, you
and it's
gotta
gotta
go-
go down this area.
It's in between that blue tree.
Nah.
The blue tree. Yeah.
Stupid.
You know, you can't even take a shit when you hear shit like that. When you like in there, you're, yo, anybody out there? you gotta close. You gotta snip it.
Yo, your ass cheeks is dumb tight.
You gotta snip it.
Like you lose and you hear something, you just tighten
It's
up. Like,
over.
oh.
If you had diarrhea,
It's
that
coming
shit
right
is
back
gone.
up. It's coming right
That
back
shit
up.
is gone, nigga.
Yo, it's like the snow. Yo, I'm about to be nasty right now. You know when you was young and you used to have that drop of a little snot that used to go all the way down like a loogie, and then it comes right back up. Like that's how you get scared, son. You get so scared, you be like, then you hear that shit just go right back up.
Like Yoshi.
Yeah, word.
It's like your check has been declined.
Damn. Fucked up, man. This is the truth. It's crazy.
Nah, man. There's a lot of things in this world that just has me like, I sit back and I just like, wow.
Yeah.
Has me bugging.
Tell me about it.
But, you know, everything is still good, man. When you're around family, I think that's the best thing. Is
Yeah, because
good people, good family. Don't keep
weirdos out here, B.
Don't keep the fake
just
ones
here,
around
everywhere.
you. Yeah,
People are
that's
just
everywhere.
Hey, weird. So they look at people and they look at you and you be like, what the fuck is these niggas looking at?
Because a lot of people are privileged and they
what?
believe in the stories that these media companies that put it out there. Like, you better than this person.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not better than nobody else. Ain't nobody else better than me. I'm not going out there to try to impress people or put stuff on people's name like, yo, you shit, you this, you that. Let them live their life the way they want to live their life. You live yours the way you want to.
Look, man, I'm going to tell you how I want to live my life, right? When I retire, I just want to have mad weed. I want to have a nice dog and my wife just chilling. The kids will be gone. I'm chilling. If I
Yeah, we
got
got to get
dog
this
weed,
dude
I'm
some
nice.
land so this guy can get a dog.
Word.
I think I even had a dream about a dog.
I need me a dog, bro.
What you gonna name him? Sparky?
No, of course not.
Don't name no dog no Sparky.
Every dog I
Sparky.
see in my life, I call him Sparky.
She
I don't
calls
give a
all
fuck.
the dogs
Every
Sparky,
dog I
nigga.
see, oh, look at Sparky.
I don't know what kind of dog I want though.
I want a small dog. I want like a Boston Terrier or something
A
like
little
that.
Chi-Chi.
It's not that. They're not that small.
Yeah,
They're
I want a
like,
small dog so hopefully you don't
They're like
shit
medium
as much.
size, you know, like they're
Yeah,
not that
little
small.
peas, you good.
Yeah, I just want little shits. I had a big dog before, and then big shits is serious.
Nah, son.
Nah, they
that shit is
too
like a human
territorial
shit
too.
on your floor. Like,
They're territorial and they fucking forget it, son.
shit
If
stink.
it's a girl, she want to be all on top of you and
Yeah, I don't want the big, like, massive dogs. Like, and I want my dog to be trained before I get my dog.
See, like Angel's dog, she's big, but she's cute to me. She's not like
yeah, but you're not dealing with her every day. But Angel needs a dog like that because of a lot of.
That dog is different than when you think.
What do you mean?
The dog he had,
Yeah.
the German Shepherd, she's not the same. She's not the same anymore. She's different.
What do you mean?
Remember how we went there over the last time and the dog was barking all the time and she was all hyper and she wanted to do this and she wanted to do that and she kept smelling and coming over here, going over there and driving Angel crazy? She's not like that no more.
No? She's just calm?
Nigga, he tells us, nigga, she's like,
okay.
I'm like, oh shit, this nigga trained this bitch.
Yeah, she's
why? She'll smell you. He'll be like, hey, what I told you. And she'll be like, oh,
but that's
shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
she's cute though.
You gotta train your dog. And I like.
We got up to leave, and I'm thinking, oh shit, this fucking dog is gonna wild out, nigga. Like I'm looking at him like, you gonna try the dog? Like it just, trauma with my dog. When I used to leave the house, he used to chase me out. So I'm thinking all dogs is like that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh shit, like I'm looking at him like, the dog, nigga, like you want me to get up and go? Like the dog, you're the dog, like. Bye, guys. Like,
that's the one. That's the one animal that I love.
Like
I love and hate. I love and hate dogs. One, because if you have a good dog, I love the good dogs. If you have a fucked up dog, because you have a fucked up owner that didn't train your dog or just don't give a shit, then your dog's an asshole.
My dog
just like you.
Wait.
And then people would be like, "Oh, you shouldn't say about the dogs." Like, no, dogs are assholes, just like people, just like kids are assholes, just like their parents. If they're assholes, if you don't raise your shit right, your shit gonna be an asshole. And I don't like asshole dogs.
My dog was an asshole because he used to piss on bitches.
And you could even
Lou's dog used to piss on bitches.
And you could even tell if a dog likes
That's
a lot.
Wild, right?
The dogs get too much attention from their owners.
Uh-huh.
Them niggas come in and they be like, "Yo, it's all about me." I'm like, "Nah, get your fucking dog out of here with that bullshit." And then the worst part, and I gotta say this, white people.
Oh boy,
this ain't a racist comment, but I've seen it, and I don't see
I don't
see no other race doing that shit.
I know what you're talking about.
Y'all niggas licking the dogs, and the dogs licking y'all.
But did you see the one with
the tongue kissing?
No, the girl that was.
What's she doing?
She was sucking the dog's tongue, nigga.
I wouldn't even go that far. Come on, I love dogs, man.
I just saw that meme this weekend.
That's nasty, B.
I don't know.
I don't know. Someone needs to explain that to me. Like, why is that a thing?
I ain't never let my dog kiss me.
Why you tonguing your dog?
On my face, no. But if he lick me on my arm and my hand,
that's fine. Because
different.
even a dog licks you where you have a cut or something,
it cures you.
It cures it. But I ain't tonguing a dog.
Yeah, nah.
That's another level.
That's a whole other level, son.
I'm good, son.
My dog was an asshole, but he was a nice dog.
Yeah, so.
But I wouldn't do that. Like,
I don't like cats.
Kiss me.
I don't like cats
kiss
at all.
Me, no.
So listen, guys, what's gonna be next for the next podcast?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm gonna do a podcast tomorrow, I think.
About what?
You'll see.
Well,
don't y'all have a game tomorrow? Isn't it Monday night football?
Nah, we don't play this week. We got a bye.
Oh, okay.
So, no football this week. So that means we can't lose. Yay!
Oh my God!
I just watch football to see my Giants lose.
I can't wait to see his fucking ass get fired.
I gotta find a new show so I can start
binge watching. Right?
Yo, have you seen the Godfather Harlem?
No, so I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch that this week, and then maybe.
When
did you
Power
see it?
come back on? No, I don't.
January 5th or some shit like that. Yo, and they say they released. They fucking leaked the next episode.
Oh.
So it's online.
What?
The next episode of Power.
Somebody leaked it.
Somebody leaked it, son.
And 50 Cent gonna get pissed off.
Well, I don't trust it because the ladies, the writer said when they did the.
Y'all gonna be pissed off.
When they did this, when they did the season, she said that they did bogus scenes.
Just in case.
Just in case, and they did so many of them that no matter what happens, what people leak, they just change it.
So good luck trying to fuck that.
So she was like a puzzle. So that's what they were asking is like, what? Because they remember last season they had leaks, and she was like, we recorded so many scenes. She said even they recorded more endings, and they don't know which one they're gonna go with yet.
Oh, that's gonna be dope for them for when they sell the DVD.
Yeah, they said they recorded so many endings that that's like a grasshopper or some shit. They recorded so many endings that they don't know which one they're gonna go with it. So I'm like, I like that. Because when a DVD
be alternative endings.
Because I think what she said that no matter what they drop, someone's gonna hate it. But it's there to push the prequels and all that other stuff. So,
oh man, I already miss it.
yeah, I people were getting upset that this season. I thought this season was great. The fact that you have a mystery now for you to try to solve. Ain't no show ever did that where people are like, yo, who do you think? Who do you think?
Yeah. And you really don't know.
Like, you don't know.
You
And
really
everybody
don't know.
has a guess. And then I think everybody's wrong. And then it's crazy because you're like, man, when they finally tell you, the first episode that comes back is going to be an event.
Yeah, it's gonna be hysteria.
It's going to be an event. And they're not going
They
to tell
renting
you.
out bars.
And they're not going to tell you till
That's
five.
crazy.
Till
Watch
five,
parties.
till 5 episodes.
That's
That's
There's
why.
only 5 episodes left.
Yes. Yes.
And then
That's
they
why I
gotta
think
start
that.
the new shit.
That's why I think every episode is going to be someone's version of the story.
Oh God.
So Tommy going to tell his version. This chick is going to tell Paz
Y'all
going to
niggas
tell
is
her
gonna be
version.
mad when y'all see that nigga was a
Shut
ghost
up.
all
Nobody,
along.
yo, I can't.
Which one we got? So we got Paz, Tommy,
Tasha,
Tasha,
Tariq,
and Sax. That's
Sax.
5. That's 5
and,
episodes.
And Rotimi
I wrote
We're teaming.
and Dre.
Yeah.
oh yeah, so that's well, you never know.
So
Ghost was a ghost, nigga. The
And the
whole
cop,
time.
the lady cop. I forgot her
All
name.
6 fucking seasons, yo.
The lady cop that,
And it's gonna be like, oh, this nigga lose wild.
Ghost is going to be a computer nerd that's in the
Well, I
in
don't
the
want him-
in
I
the
don't want
DA's
him to-
office the whole
I don't want
time.
him to be
That
with the
was
chick. That's all
nuts.
I care. I don't
Huh?
care what Ghost do, but he can't be with that chick.
What chick?
Tate's freaking co-worker. I forgot her name.
Oh,
The chick.
oh man, please.
Nah.
Man, this podcast is over.
After his love for Angela, I don't think he's gonna be with anybody.
Angie, come back. Come back, Angie. We miss
Man,
you.
we'll see y'all soon, man.
Come back, Angie.
We out of here.
Come back.
Peace.